You ever wonder why history keeps repeating itself? Why we're still fighting the same battles, just with different names? That's not by accident. The government doesn't want us to realize three things: the patterns they use, the power we have, and the loopholes that exist. Because the second we do, game over. Let me break it down for you. The patterns: same playbook, different era. The government doesn't change the game, they just changed the name. COINTELPRO became the Patriot Act, which then became AI surveillance. Redlining turned into credit scores, which then turned into digital redlining. The war on drugs became mass incarceration, which then became crime crackdowns. Every time we catch on, they rebrand oppression and sell it back to us as progress. If you pay attention to patterns, you'll see their next move even before they make it. Number 2 is strength, why they keep us divided. What's the biggest fear of any government? I'll give you a minute. People realizing their collective power. Why do you think they push division so hard? Because unity means strikes, boycotts, and protests that shake the system. Because they know the only time real change happens is when we force their hand. The civil rights movement? It wasn't just MLK. It was economic boycotts and mass action. Labor movements? The people organizing? They forced the government to create 40-hour work weeks. They keep us exhausted, arguing, and distracted. Because when we come together, we become unstoppable. And then third is the loopholes. The system has cracks, y'all. They love to make us think that the system is unbeatable. But here's the truth. Corporations exploit loopholes all the time. Why shouldn't we? They use laws to control us. But those same laws, they can be flipped against them. You ever heard of jury nullification? The government never teaches this. But jurors can refuse to convict someone if they feel that the law is unfair. Like Mario's brother. Protests are technically legal, but they count on people being too afraid to organize. The system isn't as airtight as they want us to believe. If we learn how to use their own rules against them, we shift the power dynamic. A government's worst nightmare isn't just the people knowing the truth. It's people recognizing patterns, realizing their collective strength, and finding loopholes to fight back. Because once we see how the game is rigged, we stop playing by their rules. And that's when the real change happens.